Hello again, and welcome back, everybody, to another edition of the Row Report. I am your Row to IC, and today I want to kind of go over a topic. We'll see how this goes. I put down notes and thoughts and different things so I can kind of structure, but even my notes went all over the place in this one, so I'm going to shoot from the hip. We'll see if I can try and stay on point and keep this video semi-short, but over the weekend, I got a few emails, and they were basically the same subject, but kind of different, coming at it from different angles. And it gave me a minute because of the way that I had to structure everything to answer everybody. And then, as far as I know, everybody's satisfied with the answers. Um, if there's more than one person that's asking a question, to me, once you start getting 2, 3, 4 people asking, it deserves a video, because more than likely there's more of you out there that have this question you just haven't asked or whatnot. So to give a kind of vague, because I don't want to give out too much and I'm not going to say anybody's names and all that. One basically told me that they watch the channel, and they like the content and all that, which I greatly appreciate. And you know who you are, so thank you, for watching, and thank you for reaching out. But they basically said that they were, in their own words, very elderly, and that they don't feel that they can physically do a long-term SHTF event, nor do they feel like they would be a part of a mag. Like a mag wouldn't take them in because they wouldn't be useful. They'd be more of a burden. The next email came in and said that they are new. They're just kind of starting out, but they have kind of a long-term illness that kind of comes and goes. Sometimes they have good days, sometimes they have bad. And one of the people in their household is pretty much permanently in a wheelchair. And their fear was if something happens, no mag would take them in, because again, they would be more of a burden than to be useful. And for me, let's break this down. Okay, so starting out, unless you or the other person, them, is a blind, deaf, mute, paraplegic, no arms, no legs, and in a coma, you're useful. Okay, now you may not think of it, and I may get people to disagree, and that's fine. You, by all means, you can disagree with me. You just have to give it thought. Okay, so if you are in a wheelchair or you are bedbound, okay, it's very easy to shout out the kind of phrase or statement or whatever. And basically, if you have seen my shorts, and I'm going to put it right above my head, I do this a lot. Hashtag no excuses. And I firmly believe in that. Maybe the mag needs some assistance seeing what you can do and what you can offer. Or if you're in the mag, maybe you need to give them that idea. So let's say you're in a wheelchair, or let's say that you're bedbound. You can go, well, there's nothing I can do. I'm just not even going to try. No. Why not be the comms guy? Hey, let's set up the radios and everything, and you're the command, comms station. Sounds like a great idea to me. Why can't somebody in a wheelchair be an Outlook? They can scroll over and they can kind of keep Overwatch, and while you're out gardening or you're out doing things, they can keep a watch on different things. They can still pull security. by all means, why can't, you know? And I can hear people now that they're going to give me excuses and different things. Well, I can't, cock a gun. Okay, I get it. There are some out there that you can, but okay, let's take it into there. Why can't you be the seamstress? Well, why can't you be the one that makes new clothing or repairs old clothing? Well, my hands shake and my fingers don't work, very well. Okay, why can't you grasp a handle and crank and grind up wheat berry and make flour? Why can't you put together uh, different bags for your mag? Why can't you be the person that goes through and does checklists or keep inventory? Or I can go on and on. I can fight and argue this all day long. Whatever excuse you want to say that you have, trust me, I'm pretty creative. I can find a use for you. There is multiple things that you can do, and there's multiple things that other people can do. And so, yes, during an SHTF, if say you have fibromyalgia or something like that, yeah, you can have good days and you can have bad days. I get it. I've seen people that have it. I mean, personally, I've seen people have it to where one day they're done. They're not getting out of bed. They're in pain. They're done. And then I see them a couple of days later, and they're up moving around like nothing's a problem. So I get it, especially without the help of medication, things like that. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult for everybody. Okay. Now I understand that on a bad day, it's going to be probably worse for you, but okay, it's doable. On your days that you can get up and move around, make yourself useful. Okay. Now's the time to start learning a skill. Now's the time to start learning a trade. Now's the time that when somebody comes up, you got to think that if you are trying to join a mag, if you're trying to join a mag, it's basically a job interview. We all kind of know that there's a few basic jobs. There's security, there's growing food, there's harvesting food, there's fixing food, there's any sort of medical, there's teaching of the kids and raising of kids, there's seamstress, there's preserving food. There's a lot of different jobs. You have to pick 1, 2, 3 of those, and it's fine to go through and do a lot of them and pick 2 or 3 and do them and see, do you hate it? Because if you hate it, it's good to know how to do it, so you have that knowledge in case you have to do it. But it's okay to move on. Just because you go over here and you try medical and you're like, oh, I'm not interested in all this stuff, like I don't know, the blood makes me queasy or this or that. Okay, did you take a class that if it's you and another person, do you know what to do to stop the bleed? Do you know how to apply a tourniquet? The different things like that. You have the knowledge. If you don't enjoy it, it's okay. Get the knowledge that you need to know. Move over here. Try food. Can you grow food? Do you enjoy it? Because if you do, it's not work. You're going to continue to do it. You'll want to do it. And I know that I have one of my friends that they are pretty much in a wheelchair. Well, before they had that accident, they were really, really big into firearms. Well, when they got into it, guess what they figured out? I can stay in firearms because I can do reloading. They started learning, and they're actually a pretty darn good gunsmith. They pull a table right over, and they get to work, and they sit there, and it's what they do. It's their passion. It's not a job anymore. They really enjoy doing it. And that's what you have to do. Even if you have no ailments, even if you're out of a wheelchair, find out what it is that you like to do. Try this. And that's why I say go to these events. Go to any one of these conventions or festivals or camps and network. Go to these little workshops and listen to people, try it out. Try paracord, try cooking, try blacksmithing, try gunsmithing, try it. And then when you pick it up and you go, wow, this is interesting, I really enjoy this, you'll be surprised on what you pick up, and that you'll pick it up really quick and you'll really like to do it. Who knows? If nothing goes on, you picked up a new hobby, you picked up a new skill. Maybe you picked up your next career. Can you imagine right now? You pick up some book and you start tinkering around, and the next thing you know, you're making money on the side being a gunsmith. You're learning how things operate. You're learning the parts and the tools and the different things. And there you go. Maybe you just earned a little side hustle. So you can do this. Okay. The only person that's going to make up an excuse is you. The only person that's going to overcome that excuse is you. You have to decide, what are you going to do? Are you going to use that excuse and do nothing? That choice is yours. Okay. But if you want to survive an SHTF situation, the best time to prepare was years ago. The second best time is right now. If you're watching this and you're still trying to figure things out and you're new to the prepping community, first of all, welcome. Second of all, do the things. Try a few things out, get motivated, get inspired, and do it. It's that easy. Just get started. If you don't like it, that's okay. You don't have to keep doing things you don't like. All you have to do is try. You'll figure it out. Trust me. You'll pick that one thing up, and all of a sudden everything will click, and your smile will spread across your face, and you will suddenly have a new skill. You'll have a new talent, and you will have a useful area that a mag wants to have. So I challenge you, if you have not tried something new, pick something out. Weekend's going to come up. We're almost to the mid of the week. Pick something up. If you don't know what it is yet, start looking right now. Investigate. What is it? What sounds fun? What do you not know how to do that you go, you know what? Maybe I can try that. New Year's is coming up. And you know what's popular on New Year's? Making a New Year's resolution. Maybe over the next few weeks, maybe it's a good challenge to jot down 2-3 things that you want to learn. Make it your New Year's resolution. I'm going to try canning. I'm going to try dehydrating. I'm going to try food preservation in general. It's a great skill. And guess what? If you really like it, you get to eat as a reward. Get into gunsmithing. Get into blacksmithing. Get into medical. There's all sorts of jobs out there. So the choice is yours. I hope I inspire you to make a good choice. So with that, hopefully I didn't lose a ton of you. Hopefully I answered everything in the right way. Hopefully somebody found some inspiration out of this, and continue on, guys. If you guys have questions, let me know. I love getting all this different questions. And even if you just want to share a success story like Heaven's Fire did with trying char cloth, I love getting those, and the way that they felt a little bit of a struggle. It's a success. You did it. You really did it. You just got to perfect it. Okay. There's not a single person that suddenly picked up brain surgery their first time. It's process. You learn. It's step by step. You took the first step. You had success. Now build on it. So stay tuned. More information to come. God bless each and every one of you. And above all else, please remember to remain united, because we're all prepping in this together.